Hello everybody, welcome to the channel where we talk about books, some good, some bad, but many very average. It is my job to categorize those books to you as such so that you do not waste your valuable time and your hard-earned money. So without further ado, let's start today's video with this little misfortune, The Inmate, by our dear old Miss Freida McFadden, published in 2022 and clocks in at a very manageable 322 pages. I will apologize for the extended minutes on this one because what I have to say on this particular subject is important. I will preface this by saying that this was my very first Freida book. Freida has been a wildly popular author these last few years, and so I thought I might give her a try. I know this isn't one of her more popular books, but I can say without a shadow of a doubt that this one did not impress me one little bit. First of all, this book is grossly mistitled. By looking at this cover, you automatically think of this book, The Green Mile. And then your mind wanders to a point where it thinks that if Freida's book is even half as good as The Green Mile, then I'm in for a real treat. A death row type setting, bad inmates doing bad shit, bad prison guards doing even worse shit, the rough and tough of prison life. Yes, all that wholesome goodness entwined together to make prison novels excellent. There is one caveat to that, however. We get none of that shit here. What we do get is a woman named Brooke Sullivan who shows up at a prison as its nurse practitioner. We're led to believe that one of the inmates locked up there, Shane Nelson, is the most dangerous inmate of all. I would beg to differ. Our beloved Freida doesn't exactly describe the danger level. That's probably because he's not very dangerous. He is just your typical high school jock who is accused and sentenced for murder, a murder that our beloved Freida doesn't go into too much detail over. The twist of the plot line is that Brooke and Shane were high school sweethearts, and they happened to be at a party one night and got rained in, meaning all the areas around the house were flooded, and that's when Shane killed someone and then tried to kill Brooke. Although Brooke's recollection of that night is coincidentally extremely fuzzy. Thickening the plot, there is another boy, Tim Reese, who had a crush on Brooke during school and who also happened to be at that party. Since Brooke's memory was so fuzzy, Tim claims it was Shane who tried to kill her, but Shane says it was Tim because of his jealousy. And for the next 300 pages, we're trying to hash it all out. There is nothing over the top with this. The writing style leans toward YA, a style in which I cannot stand, especially when it's projected to be adult material. There is nothing grisly or horror themed about this. I would even consider it an edgy thriller. The dialogue is something to be desired. If you expect a good prison story out of this, then steer completely away from this one. Instead, read this one. Black Mountain by Victor Wolf. Oh yes. I've noticed that most reviewers of Freida's work are female. In their hearts, Freida can do no wrong, even if she writes and puts out a lackluster book like The Inmate. But let me just put this out there because it needs to be said. Freida McFadden uses AI to write and publish her books. You can't convince me otherwise. Number one reason, frequency of publication. Listen to this. Ward D, May 8th, 2023. The Coworker, August 29th, 2023. That's less than 4 months, people. The Boyfriend, October 1st, 2024. The Crash, January 28th, 2025. That's less than 4 months, people. The Tenant, May 6th, 2025. The Intruder, October 7th, 2025. And now it has been announced that a new book, Dear Debbie, slated for release for January 27th, 2026, which is less than 4 months, people. These are 300 plus page novels ready for publication in less than 4 months. Stephen King publishes one book per year, and that was when he was on a steady diet of cocaine. And if you're in the camp of, so what? Then I guess so what? You're perfectly fine with a machine churning out these books with a fake author name on the cover. But I will just say that AI in the publishing industry is a form of cheating. Kind of like when baseball players were juicing in the late 90s, or like when members of Congress get insider trading to make millions. I know that pisses you off, so why shouldn't this? Reason number 2, word choices are not quite right. There are instances I've seen that no thinking human would ever use. Ever. I didn't highlight any examples, but I will the next time for sure. As best as I could guess, a computer program plugged in the words based on the strength of the programming. AI. Reason number 3, the way Brooke is portrayed is juvenile at best, like she was still in high school, speaking and thinking like a high schooler, making dumb decisions when she was supposed to be an adult woman who put herself through nursing school while raising a small child. Back in the summer, when I finished this, I saw a woman collecting a number of Freida books at Walmart for her upcoming beach trip. I don't know how the conversation got started, but I told her that I didn't know anything about the other books in her hand, but the INMATE was terrible. She put it back, so I at least saved one person from buying and reading a bad story. Anyway, the INMATE, carelessly titled, is a 4 out of 10 for me. Avoid at all costs. If you liked the video, then click that like for me real quick, would you? And subscribe. I know you already subscribed to 200 channels or more, so why not one more? It's not like I'll inundate you with tons of videos. I only do a few per year. As always, Victor Wolf here, keeping it real, keeping it solid, and saving you time and money, the 2 most valuable commodities in your life. Until next time, Victor Wolf, ow.